finding calm, gentle ways to manage fear and anxiety. Welcome. Beloved, we are here with you now, surrounding you in peace and love. We are here to help you breathe through the fear, to guide you gently into calm, and to remind you that even in moments of anxiety, you are not alone. Before we begin, we invite you to comment below, share your heart. Share your experiences with fear. Share the ways you are seeking calm today. We also ask you to subscribe to this channel so your spirit can stay connected to messages that lift you. And share this video with someone who may be silently struggling with anxiety. And if this message touches your heart, please consider supporting us through Super Thanks. Because your generosity allows these words of comfort and guidance to reach more souls in need. Now, beloved, listen closely, because the moment you allow these words to settle in your heart, something will shift, something quiet, something that will help you notice how fear can lose its grip. Fear often rises quickly before we even understand why. It whispers doubt, it tightens your chest, it clouds your mind, and it can feel like it will never end. But we say to you now, fear is not permanent. Fear is not who you are. Fear is a temporary shadow, and anxiety is a passing cloud. Psalm 34:2-4 tells us, I sought the Lord, and He answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Beloved, this is not just history. It is truth for you today. The first step is to breathe, not superficially, but deeply, slowly, fully. Letting your chest expand and your shoulders soften. Letting your body remember what calm feels like. Do this now. Inhaling peace, exhaling tension, and saying quietly to yourself, I am safe, I am held, I am guided. And as you do, notice how even the smallest act of breathing slows the flood of thoughts. The rise of panic, the tension in your muscles. We want you to know, beloved, your thoughts do not control you. Your worries do not define you. Your fear does not dominate your spirit. Isaiah 41:10 reminds you, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Say this truth quietly. Let it sink into your bones. Let it anchor your spirit. And now, gently, we invite you to notice what is real in this moment. Not the worst-case scenario your mind invents. Not the things you cannot control, but this breath, this heartbeat. This awareness that you are alive and present, and that God is with you, holding you steady. Fear grows when you resist it, when you push against it, when you believe it is more powerful than it is. Instead, beloved, acknowledge it softly. Fear, I see you, but you do not own me. I am here, I am calm, I am guided. And as you practice this gentle acknowledgement, you will notice your body relaxes. Your mind clears slightly, your chest feels lighter, and a space opens inside you where God's presence can enter. Philippians 4:6-7 tells you, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Notice how gratitude softens fear, how offering thanks for even one small thing can break the tension in your chest. Even if the rest of life feels uncertain, you may feel panic creeping back, and that is natural, beloved. Fear does not vanish in a single breath, but it diminishes each time you recognize it, each time you speak to it gently, each time you return to God's presence. Now, we want you to understand something profound. Your fear often speaks the truth about your love, your hope, your care, and yet it exaggerates, it distorts, it overwhelms. Imagine fear as a shadow in a room. When you shine a light, when you breathe, when you anchor in God's truth, the shadow moves, it shrinks. It loses its power over you, and we whisper to you now, There are simple ways to shine that light every day. Practices that keep fear in its proper place, practices that invite calm, and practices that remind your spirit that you are always protected, always guided, always loved. You will notice these practices slowly, gently, bringing relief that feels almost miraculous because your heart begins to remember what it is like to feel safe. Even when the world is uncertain, we also remind you lovingly. Your support through Super Thanks helps us bring these messages to more people struggling with anxiety and allows this light to reach hearts that need it most. And we ask again. Comment below, share your experiences, share what brings you calm. Share how God is helping you through fear, because your words can strengthen another soul. And beloved, the next step we invite you to explore is learning to trust the unfolding moment, to let go of control, to recognize God's hand in the small details of your life, and to step gently into peace even when your mind says otherwise. Now, beloved, notice how fear often wants to make you rush, to make you act before thinking, to make your mind spiral into what-ifs, to steal the calm that already exists inside you. And we tell you softly, you do not need to follow every thought. You do not need to chase every worry. You do not need to believe every scenario your mind presents. Psalm 94:19 says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." Beloved, this is not just ancient truth. It is your truth today. God's comfort is always available. Even when fear feels overwhelming, begin with grounding yourself in your body. Feel your feet touching the floor, your back resting against a chair, your hands resting softly on your lap, and notice the sensations without judgment. Fear diminishes when the body feels anchored, when the mind is invited to settle, when the spirit is reminded that you are held. Now, breathe deeply again. Inhale through your nose slowly. Fill your lungs fully. Pause for just a heartbeat. And exhale gently through your mouth, letting the tension leave your body with your breath. Repeat this several times. As you do, whisper softly to yourself, I am safe. I am held. I am guided. I am loved. Beloved, these words are not empty. They carry heavenly power. They speak to your subconscious. They realign your nervous system. They remind your heart and mind of a truth fear tries to hide. You are never alone. You are never without support. Next, focus on what is within your control. Anxiety thrives on what-ifs, on the unknown. On situations that have not yet happened, shift your attention gently to what you can influence: your breath, your posture, your words, your thoughts, your actions. And as you focus here, beloved, you begin to reclaim your power from fear. You begin to step into calm, because calm is always present when you refuse to give away your energy. Now, let us speak of the power of presence. Fear cannot fully exist in the present moment. It feeds on past regrets and future worries, on imagined dangers and worst-case scenarios. Anchor yourself in now. Notice your surroundings. Hear the sounds around you. Feel the air on your skin. Notice your heartbeat. Observe without judgment. As you focus on the present, fear loses its hold, and a gentle calm begins to expand inside you. And we whisper to you now. This calm is a gift from God. It is a reminder that your spirit is safe, that your life is in divine hands, and that every moment you breathe is a moment of protection and love. Isaiah 26:3 reminds you, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Beloved, peace is not something you wait for. It is something you cultivate, starting with your thoughts, your breath, your attention. And we ask you to practice another gentle exercise. Imagine a soft light at the center of your chest, a warm golden glow that expands with each breath. See it growing, filling your body, flowing to every corner, touching your shoulders, your arms, your head, your legs, your feet. This light is divine protection. This light is love. This light dissolves fear gently, softly, steadily. It does not fight fear aggressively. It transforms it. Now we want you to reflect on gratitude. Even in anxiety, there is always something to give thanks for. A breath, a heartbeat, a roof over your head, a friend who cares. A small act of kindness you receive today. Gratitude diminishes fear. It reminds the mind that life is not only danger, that life is not only uncertainty, that life is also blessing. Psalm 107:1 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever." Speak this into your heart, beloved. Let it anchor you in God's enduring love. And as you cultivate gratitude, notice your body relaxing, your mind softening, your spirit opening. Fear becomes smaller. Peace becomes larger. Now we speak gently about surrender. Fear diminishes when you surrender control. When you release the need to manage everything. When you acknowledge that some things are in God's hands. 1 Peter 5:7 reminds you, cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Say this softly, beloved. Feel it sinking in. You are not carrying this alone. You do not have to control the outcomes. God's love and guidance are sufficient. And now, a final gentle reminder for this moment. Fear may return, anxiety may rise, but you have tools. You have God's presence. You have this practice of breathing, grounding, presence, gratitude, and surrender. You are learning to navigate fear gently, without struggle, without panic, without judgment. You are reclaiming your calm. You are remembering your strength. You are anchored in God's love. And beloved, if this message has touched your heart, we invite you again to support this channel through Super Thanks, so that we can continue bringing angelic guidance to more hearts in need. Share this video with someone who struggles quietly. Let your compassion guide this light to them. And leave a comment. Tell us how your spirit is shifting. Tell us what practices help you manage fear. Tell us how God is speaking to you in the stillness. And know this, you are safe. You are loved. You are guided. You are protected. And you will find calm, even in moments that feel overwhelming. Beloved, listen closely. Because the next step in overcoming fear is learning to notice it without judgment. Fear rises, but you do not need to follow it. Fear whispers lies, and anxiety stretches them into stories your heart thinks are true. And we say to you softly, you are not your thoughts. You are not your worries. You are not your fear. You are a divine spirit, created to walk in calm, created to trust, created to feel peace even in the storms. Psalm 56:3 reminds you, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you, beloved. Repeat this quietly to yourself. Let the words wash over your heart. Let them remind you that fear is temporary, but God's presence is eternal now. Breathe again, deeply, fully, slowly. Place your hands over your heart. Feel it beating. Feel life flowing through you. Feel the energy that sustains you, and whisper, I am held. I am safe. I am guided. We want you to imagine your fears as clouds. They drift, they gather, they sometimes grow dark, but they cannot hold back the light of God. Imagine the sun of divine love breaking through, its warmth dissolving the shadow, its light reminding you that calm always exists, even behind the fear. And we tell you something important now. Fear often hides lessons. It signals that something matters deeply to you. It signals that you care. It signals that your soul is alive. But you do not need to be overwhelmed by the message. You can receive the lesson gently, without panic, without pressure. Without anxiety taking over now, we guide you to a simple daily practice. Begin your mornings with a prayer of protection. Softly say, Lord, I trust you today. I give you my worries. I choose calm. I choose peace. I invite your presence to guide my steps, and in the evenings, before rest, whisper gratitude, even for one small thing. This aligns your spirit with God's care. It softens fear. It reminds your soul that every moment is held. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Beloved, this is your truth. Strength is already within you. And it is magnified when fear arises because each moment you confront it. You grow stronger, and now, beloved, practice this gentle visualization. Picture a river of calm flowing from heaven directly into your heart. It enters slowly, filling your chest, softening your muscles, clearing your mind, washing away tension, dissolving anxious thoughts. The water is warm, it is steady, it is safe, it is guided by God. As the river flows, imagine fear being carried away, not destroyed, not punished, but gently released, transformed into trust. Your heart becomes lighter, your breath becomes slower, your spirit becomes aligned, and we whisper now, you are not weak because you feel fear. You are not failing because anxiety arises. You are learning, you are growing. You are walking step by step into divine peace. Remember, beloved, your environment matters. Surround yourself with stillness, with beauty, with soft music, with nature, with reminders of God's presence. These simple choices anchor your spirit, allowing calm to be the default rather than panic. And when fear returns, and it will, practice gentle acknowledgement. I see you. Fear, but I am not afraid because God is with me. I release you into His care. 2 Timothy 1:7 tells you, For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Beloved, meditate on this. Let the words resonate in your chest. Let them remind you of your divine inheritance, power, love, and clarity. And we encourage you again to comment. Share your struggles, share your victories, because your honesty strengthens someone else's courage. Share this video. Let someone else receive comfort today. Support the channel through super thanks if you feel moved, because your generosity keeps these angelic messages alive, reaching hearts that need hope and peace. And now, beloved, the next layer of calm is learning to slow your mind before sleep. Fear and anxiety often rise at night when silence amplifies your thoughts. Lie down softly, close your eyes, place one hand on your heart, and imagine a gentle light entering through the crown of your head, flowing down your body, relaxing every muscle, clearing every anxious thought, and anchoring you in divine safety. As you breathe, softly say, God is with me. I am protected. I am calm. I am safe. Repeat this slowly, softly, like a lullaby for your soul. Until your body softens, your mind quiets, your spirit rests. And know this, beloved, calm is not passive. It is not avoidance, it is alignment. It is the act of choosing God's presence over fear, moment by moment, breath by breath. And as you practice, beloved, notice how anxiety diminishes. Notice how clarity grows. Notice how your energy returns. Notice how your heart expands into trust. And again, we remind you, support this channel with super thanks, so these messages reach more hearts, so more souls can find calm and peace, so more people remember that God is near, even in their darkest nights. Comment below and share your experiences, because your voice can become a light for another person, a beacon of hope, a reminder that calm is possible, even when fear seems strong. And beloved, we whisper to you now, fear will come. Anxiety will rise, but each moment you practice calm. Each breath, each prayer, each visualization, you reclaim your spirit, you anchor in God. You strengthen your soul, and know this: you are not alone. You are not powerless. You are not without guidance. Heaven is with you, angels surround you, God holds you, and your spirit can rest, even in the midst of fear. Beloved, listen closely. Because the next step in finding calm is learning to create a sacred inner space, a sanctuary within your mind and heart where fear cannot dwell. Start by imagining a quiet room inside you. Soft light spilling from every corner, a gentle warmth that wraps around your body, a space that feels safe, a space that feels protected, a space that belongs to you and God alone. And as you enter this inner sanctuary, notice your fears standing at the doorway. They may whisper, they may knock, they may plead to be heard, but you are learning to respond gently. Without panic, without resistance, without judgment, I see you. Fear, but I choose calm. I choose God's presence. I choose peace. And as you say this softly, watch the fears dissolve. Like mist being absorbed into sunlight, softly, naturally, effortlessly. Psalm 91:1 reminds you, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Beloved, this shelter is not far away. It is within you, and your breath can take you there anytime. Now practice grounding yourself in this sanctuary. Feel your body supported by the floor. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the rhythm of your breathing. Anchor your attention in your body. Because fear loses power when your mind and body are present. When you feel anchored, the mind can stop spiraling, the chest can soften, the spirit can expand. And we whisper this truth gently. You do not have to face fear alone. Every breath you take in this calm space is filled with God's love, God's protection, God's guidance. Isaiah 43:2 reminds you, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. Beloved, your fears are rivers and flames, but you are not alone, and you will not be consumed. Now, we want you to practice another gentle technique. The release of tension through visualization. Imagine fear as a small, heavy stone in your hand. Feel its weight, acknowledge it. Then slowly, gently, lift it up and place it in God's hands. See God receiving it, holding it with love, transforming its weight into light. So your hand is free, your heart is lighter, your mind is calmer. And as you release each stone, notice a space opening inside you, a space for peace, a space for hope, a space for clarity. We remind you gently. Anxiety does not disappear instantly, but these small, consistent practices create a foundation of calm. The more you breathe, the more you release, the more you practice gratitude. The more you anchor in God, the calmer your spirit becomes. Philippians 4:7 reminds you again, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Beloved, this guarding is not passive. It is active, and it grows each time you choose God over fear. Now, notice your thoughts. Do not judge them. Do not chase them. Just observe them like clouds drifting in the sky. Some are dark, some are light. All of them pass. And as you observe without attachment, fear begins to lose its power. The more you notice without reacting, the more control you reclaim. And we whisper gently, this is your spiritual strength awakening, your calm expanding, your courage growing. You are learning that fear is temporary, but your divine connection is eternal. You are learning that anxiety is a wave, but your soul is anchored in God. You are learning that peace is available, and it begins the moment you choose it. Now, beloved, consider adding a mantra to your day. I am held. I am safe. I am calm. God is with me. Repeat it softly whenever fear rises, whenever anxiety whispers, whenever doubt creeps in. Let it be a lullaby for your spirit, a gentle reminder of God's constant presence. And remember, beloved, you are not walking this path alone. We are with you, angels surrounding you, softly guiding, reminding you, lifting your heart, infusing calm into every cell of your body. We also invite you to share your experiences in the comments, to let someone else feel that they are not alone, to allow your journey to encourage another soul. Share this video with someone struggling silently. And if you feel called, support this channel through Super Thanks, helping us spread angelic guidance, helping more hearts find calm and trust. And now, beloved, gently imagine a circle of golden light surrounding you. Its warmth protective, its glow gentle, its presence constant. Within this circle, fear cannot enter, anxiety cannot overwhelm, and you can feel your spirit rest. Psalm 27:1 reminds you, "The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid?" Beloved, repeat this quietly. Let it fill your heart. Let it remind you that God is your fortress, and in Him you are safe. And we whisper now. Practice these exercises daily, even for a few minutes, and your spirit will remember calm. Your mind will remember peace. Your body will remember safety, and your life will begin to shift softly, gently, steadily toward freedom from fear. We will continue guiding you further, revealing more angelic exercises, more biblical affirmations, more ways to anchor.com, more ways to dissolve anxiety, so your spirit can flourish, so your heart can rest, so your mind can be still. Beloved, listen closely, because now we invite you to explore the power of surrender, the power of releasing fear into God's hands completely, not partially, not reluctantly, but fully. With trust and faith, fear holds on to what it cannot control. Anxiety grips what seems uncertain, but when you surrender, you step out of the illusion of control and into the reality of God's presence. Psalm 55:22 reminds you, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken." Beloved, feel these words in your chest. Let them carry the weight of your fears away. One burden at a time, softly, gently, steadily, now. Imagine placing every worry, every anxious thought, every what if into God's hands, seeing them dissolve in His light, knowing that the outcome is already held, already guided, already aligned with your highest good. And as you practice this, notice how your mind slows, your chest softens, your spirit expands. Your heart opens to trust. Fear may return, and that is natural. But now you have learned the practice of surrender. Acknowledge it. Feel it. Place it in God's hands and watch as it loses power over you. Beloved, this is a divine rhythm. Observe, acknowledge, release, trust. Repeat it daily, morning, noon, evening. And with each repetition, your spirit grows steadier, your mind grows calmer. Your soul learns the art of peace. Now, we guide you to the practice of affirmation, soft, gentle statements spoken quietly or silently, statements that remind your heart of truth. Repeat softly, "I am held. I am protected. I am guided. God's peace surrounds me. I am calm. I am safe." And notice how each repetition anchors your nervous system, how it reassures your spirit, how it softens the grip of anxiety. Isaiah 26:3 reminds you, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Beloved, peace is already yours. Your practice of surrender and affirmation unlocks it, moment by moment, breath by breath. Next, beloved, we invite you to visualize God's light as a protective shield, a radiant circle of warmth surrounding your entire body, touching every nerve, every cell, every thought. See it flowing like a golden river, soft, gentle, unbroken. Guarding your mind, guarding your heart, guarding your spirit from fear and anxiety. And we whisper softly, you do not need to resist your emotions, you do not need to fight your fear. You only need to create a sacred space within, where God's light can fill the gaps, where calm can expand, where trust can grow, and where peace can become your natural state, now. Beloved, consider the power of journaling. Write down your fears, but also write down the evidence of God's care in your life. Write down moments when you felt supported, when guidance arrived, when something turned out better than you expected. This practice rewires your mind, shifts focus from worry to trust, and reminds your spirit of God's constant presence. We also encourage gratitude. Beloved, even in anxiety, find one thing to give thanks for. It can be as small as a warm cup of tea, the sunlight on your face, the breath flowing in your lungs, or a kind word from a friend. Gratitude weakens fear, anchors peace, opens your heart, and reminds you that life is filled with blessings, even in moments of uncertainty. Now, beloved, we invite you to imagine your anxiety as a river that flows from past worries and future fears. See yourself stepping into the river, not to fight it, not to resist it, but to float gently, held by God's presence, guided by His light, trusting that you will safely reach the shore. And as you float, beloved, notice how the river loses its power, how fear diminishes, how peace expands, how calm becomes a natural rhythm in your body and mind. Philippians 4:6-7 reminds you, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Beloved, peace is not theoretical. It is available here, now, in this moment. Through your breath, your prayers, your visualization, your surrender, and your gratitude. And we whisper again, practice these steps daily. And notice the small shifts, your mind softening, your chest opening, your spirit resting, your heart trusting more, your body remembering calm. We ask you again, beloved, comment below and share your experiences. Share what practices help you find calm. Share how God has guided you through anxiety, because your words may give hope to someone else. Share this video with someone struggling quietly, so that light can reach them, so that calm can enter their heart. And support the channel through super thanks, so that these angelic messages continue reaching hearts in need, so more souls can find peace. And finally, beloved, remember, fear may come, anxiety may rise, but you now have tools. You now have practices. You now have divine support. You now have angels guiding your every step. You now have God holding you steady. And in this truth, beloved, you can rest. You can breathe. You can trust. You can find calm. Beloved, listen closely, because now we guide you into the deeper layers of calm, the layers that transform fear at its root, where anxiety loses its grip completely, and your spirit learns to rest in God's presence fully. Begin by closing your eyes softly and imagining a warm golden light entering through the crown of your head, flowing slowly down, touching your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, your neck, your shoulders, spreading gently through your chest, through your arms, through your torso, through your legs, through your feet, until your entire body is immersed in divine light. This light is God's protection, God's calm, God's love. It softens tension, dissolves anxious thoughts, clears your mind, and reminds your spirit that you are safe. Now, beloved, bring your attention to your breath. Breathe slowly and deeply. Inhale calm. Exhale fear. Let each breath be a prayer, a conversation with God, a reminder that you are not alone, a signal to your body and mind that peace is returning. As you breathe, gently say, Lord, I release my fears to you. I trust your guidance. I receive your peace. I surrender my anxiety, knowing you are in control. And we whisper softly, surrender is the most powerful tool you have. Fear diminishes when you release it into God's hands, and anxiety dissolves when you trust in His divine plan. Psalm 46:1 reminds you, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Beloved, this is your truth. You are never abandoned. You are never alone. You are always guided. Now, beloved, visualize a gentle river flowing through your body. The water is clear, soft, and warm. It starts at the top of your head, moving down your spine, through your heart, through your arms, through your legs, and finally, out through your feet. This river carries away fear, dissolves tension, and refreshes your spirit. Notice how anxiety begins to lighten, how your body feels supported, how your mind feels clearer. And as you float in this river, gently repeat, I am held, I am safe, I am guided, I am calm. Beloved, notice how God's presence fills every space anxiety once occupied. Notice how your heart opens. Notice how your spirit rests. Now we invite you to a prayer practice. Softly speak or whisper, Lord, help me trust your timing. Help me release control. Help me rest in your love. Help me walk in peace. Help me remember that you are with me always. Repeat this prayer whenever fear rises, whenever anxiety whispers, whenever your mind begins to spin. Each repetition strengthens your connection to God. Each repetition anchors calm in your body. Each repetition reminds your soul that fear is temporary, but God's love is eternal. Beloved, also remember the power of Scripture. Keep verses close to your heart. Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Psalm 34:4. I sought the Lord, and He answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, and the peace of God will guard your hearts and minds. Read them softly. Repeat them daily. Meditate on their truth, and watch how they calm your mind and soften your heart. Now, beloved, let us address the restless thoughts that linger at night. Before sleep, lie down gently. Close your eyes, place your hands on your chest, and imagine angels surrounding you, forming a circle of protection. Their wings soft and warm, their presence comforting, their love shielding you from fear. As you feel this protection, softly breathe, I am safe, I am protected, I am guided, I am calm. Keys allow each breath to relax your body. Allow each thought to dissolve in the presence of divine light. Allow your spirit to rest, and allow God's peace to enter fully. And we whisper to you again. These exercises are gentle, but their effect is powerful. Fear may return, anxiety may rise, but each time you practice, each time you surrender, each time you breathe and visualize and pray, you reclaim your calm. You strengthen your spirit. You anchor your heart in trust. Beloved, share this guidance with others. Comment below and let your journey encourage someone else. Support this channel with super thanks so these angelic messages can reach more hearts in need. Your generosity spreads light, peace, and hope. Now, beloved, notice your heartbeat. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice the calm expanding inside you. Notice your mind slowing, your body relaxing, your spirit settling. This is the gift of divine presence. This is the power of God's peace. This is the reminder that fear and anxiety are temporary, but your connection to God is eternal. And we whisper softly, practice these steps daily. Anchor yourself in God's light. release control, repeat affirmations, visualize, calm, breathe, and pray. Fear will come, anxiety may rise, but you are stronger than the shadows. You are guided, you are protected, you are loved, and your spirit will rest, even in the midst of uncertainty. Beloved, listen now, because we are guiding you into a deeper experience of calm, where fear cannot linger, where anxiety is softened, and where your spirit rests fully in God's presence. Begin by closing your eyes and imagining a gentle, protective light surrounding your entire body. This light is golden, soft, warm, and safe. It shields you from fear, from worry, from every anxious thought. It is a light of God, a light that never fades, a light that carries peace and guidance. Now, focus on your breath. Breathe slowly, deeply, fully. Inhale calm, exhale fear. With each breath, imagine tension leaving your body, imaginary shadows lifting, and space opening for God's peace to enter. And as you breathe, softly repeat, I am safe. I am protected. I am guided. God is with me always. Beloved, this repetition strengthens your nervous system, anchors your heart, and reminds your mind that calm is your natural state. Now, imagine each anxious thought as a leaf floating on a river. See it drifting slowly, carried away by the current, moving out of your awareness, leaving your mind clear and open. Notice how you do not chase the leaves. You do not cling to them. You simply watch them float, allowing God's peace to fill the space they left behind. Psalm 94:19 says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." Beloved, let this joy flow into your chest now, replacing tension, replacing fear, replacing worry. Now, bring attention to your body. Notice areas of tightness, stress, or discomfort. Imagine them softening, melting into the golden light surrounding you. Feel warmth and relaxation spreading through every muscle, every joint, every cell. Allow your body to become a vessel of calm, and we whisper now, anxiety often hides in tension. But when your body relaxes, your mind softens, your spirit rests. The three work together, body, mind, and soul in harmony. Next, beloved, visualize yourself in a sacred garden. This garden is safe, peaceful, and full of light. Soft grass beneath your feet, gentle breeze on your skin, the fragrance of flowers carrying calm, the soft sound of water flowing nearby. See yourself walking slowly, breathing deeply, absorbing the serenity of this sacred place. Notice how fear cannot follow you here. Notice how anxiety cannot enter this space. Notice how God's presence fills every corner. Now, softly whisper prayers for protection and guidance. Lord, guide my steps. Lord, calm my mind. Lord, release my fears. Lord, fill me with your peace. And repeat these prayers whenever fear arises, whether during the day, during work, before sleep, or in moments of uncertainty. Beloved, remember Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Your practice is not theoretical. Each breath, each visualization, each prayer anchors divine peace in your body, mind, and spirit. Fear loses power each time you remember God's presence. Now, beloved, practice the sacred technique of inner dialogue. When fear arises, speak gently to it. I see you, fear, but I am choosing God's peace. I am safe. I am guided. I am loved. Notice how the tone of your inner voice affects your body and mind. Soft, gentle words invite calm. Harsh or resisting words amplify fear. Speak to yourself as angels speak to you, with compassion, love, and encouragement. Psalm 23:4 reminds, You. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Beloved, walk in your valley now, but know you are never alone. Your path is guided. Your spirit is protected. Now integrate gratitude into this practice. Even in moments of anxiety, find one thing to be grateful for. It may be a warm cup of tea, the breath in your lungs, the light of the sun, or a comforting memory. Gratitude softens fear, opens your heart, and shifts your mind from worry to trust. And we whisper to you again, your calm grows stronger each day. Each practice builds resilience. Each moment of surrender deepens your trust in God. You are learning to navigate fear, not by resisting it, but by aligning with divine peace. Beloved, share this guidance with others. Comment below and tell us what practices help you find calm so your experience can inspire another soul. Share this video with someone struggling silently and support the channel with super thanks, so more hearts can receive angelic guidance and divine peace. Now, beloved, feel your body softening, your mind clearing, your heart opening, your spirit resting. This is the gift of God's presence, the reward of practice, the evidence of your trust. And we whisper softly, fear may come, anxiety may rise, but your spirit is anchored, your mind is aligned, your heart is protected, and your soul rests in God's eternal peace. Beloved, listen closely, because now we are guiding you into the heart of deep, lasting peace, a place where fear cannot touch you, and anxiety dissolves in the light of God's presence. Begin by closing your eyes and taking 3 deep, slow breaths. Inhale peace, exhale tension. With each breath, imagine a golden light filling your chest, expanding through your shoulders, your arms, your torso, your legs, your feet. Let this light flow into every part of you. Now, visualize yourself standing in a beautiful, serene meadow. The sun is warm but gentle. A soft breeze brushes your face. Flowers sway quietly. Birds sing softly in the distance. Notice the calm in this space. Notice how fear cannot enter here. And as you walk through this meadow, softly repeat, I am safe. I am held. I am guided. I am calm. God's presence surrounds me. Beloved, the repetition is a balm for your spirit, a gentle reminder that your natural state is peace, and that fear only has as much power as you allow. Now, imagine a stream running through the meadow. Its waters are clear, warm, and bright. See yourself sitting beside it, allowing the gentle flow to carry away fear, to dissolve worry, to refresh your spirit. Psalm 23:2122 reminds you, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Beloved, imagine these waters washing over your heart, softening anxiety, releasing tension, filling you with divine calm. Now place one hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Notice how God is present in every beat, in every inhale, in every exhale. This is your anchor. This is your safe place, and we whisper gently. Anxiety thrives on feeling out of control. Your anchor restores control, not over the world, but over your spirit, your attention, your energy. Next, we invite you to practice inner dialogue with compassion. When fear arises, speak softly to it. I see you, fear, but you do not control me. I am guided. I am protected. I am calm. Notice how the tone of your inner voice affects your body and mind. Soft, loving words invite calm. Harsh or resisting words amplify fear. Speak to yourself as angels speak to you, with gentleness, clarity, and love. Beloved, gratitude is a key to lasting calm. Even in moments of worry, find one thing to give thanks for. It may be as simple as your breath, your heartbeat, the sunlight on your face, or the presence of God in your life. Gratitude softens fear, opens your heart, and strengthens your spirit. Philippians 4:13 reminds you, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Beloved, strength is already within you, and it is magnified each time fear arises and you respond with calm, trust, and surrender. Now gently visualize angels surrounding you. See their wings creating a protective circle. Feel their warmth, their love, their soft whispers of guidance. They are with you always, guarding your heart, guarding your mind, guarding your spirit. As you feel this protection, softly repeat, I am safe. I am held. I am guided. God's peace flows through me. Beloved, notice how fear begins to shrink in the presence of light, how anxiety loses its grip, how your body relaxes, how your mind clears, how your spirit rests. And we whisper to you, practice these exercises daily, morning and evening, or whenever fear arises. With consistency, your spirit will remember calm, your mind will remember peace, your body will remember rest. Comment below. Beloved, share your experiences. Let your words guide and encourage someone else. Share this video with someone struggling quietly, and support the channel with super thanks, so these angelic messages can reach more hearts in need. Now, beloved, imagine your fear as a small, heavy stone in your hand. Acknowledge it gently. Then place it in God's hands. See it dissolve into light, its weight transforming into peace. Feel your hand lighten, your heart soften, your mind expand. Psalm 56:3 reminds you, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Beloved, put your trust fully in God. Let your fears go. Let anxiety be replaced with peace. Finally, before sleep, whisper softly, God is with me. I am safe. I am calm. I am guided. Feel your body relax, your mind quiet, your spirit settle. This is divine rest. This is lasting calm. And beloved, remember, fear may come, anxiety may rise, but your spirit is anchored, your heart is protected, your mind is aligned, and your soul rests in God's eternal peace.